Hi everyone, Linda here. I'm pretty excited. I am going to host the ticket swap over at Your Paper Pantry. And this month it is back to school. So the tickets that you make are going to have something school related. It can be books, apples, numbers, anything you want. Things that you would find in a school. And what you're going to do is make some tickets. Now, if you have the Tim Holtz ticket punch or ticket die, that's perfect. I used Elegant Edges with my Gypsy and my Cricut. Or you can just take strips of cardstock, and if it's 1.5, no, I'm sorry, 1.25 by, 10 inches, that's perfect length. If you have it, if you use cardstock that's 12 inches, then you'll have one to cut off, which is also good because you're going to have some separate ones. But then you just take it and you score it like every 2 inches, like I did here. And then you can either use a half-inch punch, half-inch circle punch, or your crocodile, or I have one of these corner ticket punches from Stamping Up, and you can just fold it and go like this, and then you have your ticket punch like that, and then you can stamp them, draw on them, color them, do whatever you want, as long as it has something to do with school. And it's so much fun because I have so many little stamps that I like to use, and I always feel like they're too little for the cards. So this is really just, they are so addicting to make. So the first one I made this was a Crafty Secret one, and she's actually a secretary, but you find secretaries at schools, and it says Office 101, and even college classes or something like that, that has to do with school. So just use your imagination. And this one I just colored her with some markers and added a little chalk and a little glitter pen and some faux stitching. Then on the back of it, it says, "Dear Secretary, have a great day." And there's secretaries at school, so I thought that would be a good one. So that's a full strip of 5 tickets that are 2 by 1.25. Then this one is a strip or a stamp from Stamping Up, and I put some glossy accents on his shoes and colored them, and then used some vintage photo to antique it. Then on the back this was another Stamping Up stamp, a very old school set that I had that have a crayon on it. So that's another full set that I have. And then TV, and it's a much bigger stamp, but I just used part of it, and I colored it and used some glitter pen to glitter it up a little bit, and then this was on craft. I used some vintage photo on the edges, and to do this part I just folded it back and did it that way. Then the back of this one says, "Teachers affect eternity. They can never tell where their influence will stop," by Henry Adams. And then I also signed these. It would be nice if you could sign your tickets, because then we'll know who they're from. Then I made 3 more sets of tickets, and these I cut apart, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to have 3 full strips and 3 sets of 3 that you'll cut apart. The swap opens July 25th, and it ends August 5th. So you have until August 25th to send them in. So you would take like 3 bags, and I'm not sure if these are the bags I'm going to use, and you put 1 full strip and then 3 small individual tickets in a bag. So you'll have 8 tickets in a bag, okay? And then you'll get 3 bags back. So for this one, I did a vintage typewriter, and then I used my label punch and punched out ABC, and then I used a half-inch circle punch and punched those out and put it on here and put some stitching and signed it. Then on the back I used a clip stamp and put 1, 2, 3 and put Dear Secretary at the bottom. And again, I used vintage photo. This is a Stamp TV stamp, and it's 3 separate stamps. This is like a border stamp, and then I used a little glossy accent on the antique typewriter eraser, and I just colored the pins. Then on the back of this one I put teacher's rule and put a ruler in. This I painted with glimmer glam or glimmer something. Okay, and then the last one is the girl from Stamping Up, the schoolgirl, and she has a little apple that I put glossy accents on and did a little glitter pen in her hair and some glossy accents on her shoes. Then the back of this one says, "Ticket to be adorable." So what I'll do is I'll take one full strip and one of each of these and put it in a bag. Then this full strip and one of each of these and put it in a bag. And then this full strip and one of each of these to put in the bag. So I hope you will join us over at Your Paper Pantry. There are a lot of very talented ladies. All swaps start, sign-up starts on the 25th of the month, and they close on the 5th of the month, and then they're due to the host by the 25th of the month. So this one will close on August 5th, and you will have until the 25th to get your tickets, your 3 packages of tickets to me by then. So I hope you'll join. It's so much fun. These are just a lot of fun to make and a lot of fun to use. You can add them to a card, to a layout, to just about anything, like an embellishment on anything. So I hope you'll join. Check us out over at Your Paper Pantry, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I want to show you what I'm doing with my tickets. I made a little book to keep them in, and the spine of the book here is like this. It's, you know, just strips of paper that I've scored every inch, and then I folded accordion style, and then in the back I glued those together so that it's, you know, like that. And then I used some graphic 45 paper, and this is a cameo from Bonnie and some bling from Bonnie. Thank you again, Bonnie. And this bling also had this little white flower with it, but I took it and glued it on top of a button so there would be a space there to tie, and so it unties like that. And then you open it like this, and I'm storing all my tickets in here so that if I want to use them, I can just pull it out and I can look at them. But to do that, so that I'm not wasting any, when I made this accordion fold like this, I also took a piece of designer paper here, and I just glued it on the sides here so I can slip a ticket in the front of the fold, and I can stick a ticket in the back of the fold. And these tickets are all from other swaps that I was in. So this is the way my little ticket book works. And these are, like I said, all tickets. But, you know, I don't know when any of these are from because nobody signed them. So that's why I'm hoping that we'll sign them. And even the bigger tickets will fit in here. So they just slide in like that. And see, this ticket swap, they didn't do the back of them, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. This is one from me from the last ticket swap. So I still have all these other places to put more tickets in to use it. So that's the way I'm storing my tickets that I have.